Hello, beautiful and powerful women. Welcome to Susan Unleashed. This podcast is for any woman who wants to live a gorgeous life on her terms and who knows that not only is being a woman enough, it is the key to everything. I'm your host, Susan Elizabeth, certified professional coach, #1 best-selling author, and Energy Leadership Index master practitioner. I fiercely support women who are passionate about elevating their lives while embracing their truest selves. Are you ready to unleash your power? Hello, beautiful and powerful women. Welcome to this week's episode. I want to talk a little bit about what it's like to work with a women's transformational coach. So first, I want to share with you my story about when I first hired my life coach. So back in 2004, I had come across somebody I wanted to hire. We ended up not hiring this woman. It didn't work out, and that was perfectly okay because I stayed in touch with this woman and still in touch with her today. But I asked her, and she was an amazing woman. I asked her, who did you get to be who you are? Like, I like your secret sauce. She said, my best friend's a life coach. I said, I want your best friend's phone number, like, immediately. So I hired that woman. She's been my life coach ever since the end of 2004. And I can tell you this, I am who I am today because of my journey, but also because I invested in myself. I invested in hiring my life coach, and it changed my life. It was extremely transformative, and it was one of the best investments that I've ever made in my entire life. And that is a really, really powerful statement because I've invested in a lot of things in my life. That is one of the most powerful investments that I've ever made in my life, and I still make today. I cannot ever imagine not having a life coach in my life of some sort. So I want to talk with you a little bit about what it's like. Now, some of you may have had coaching before. Some of you may have worked with a life coach or a career coach or some kind of coach. Some of you might have worked with therapists as well. I know I've done therapy as well. I've done a lot of different personal development avenues, and they've all been amazing. And I think knowing the power of what I have gone through with my own personal transformation, it inspired me to become a certified professional coach myself, where I actually went off and wasn't just mentoring and guiding women. I wanted to become certified. I wanted to be the real deal. And I have all of those years being coached in addition to years of mentoring, years of guiding other women. And then I can put it all together, connect the dots. And now here I am as a transformational women's coach. So what is it like? What is it like to work with a women's transformational coach? What is it like to work with me? So I really want to paint a picture about what it's like, specifically what it's like to work with me. So if women work with me, they're going to get the opportunity to transform their lives and really approach their lives in a very intuitive, heart-based way, with authenticity, with dignity, with strength, with love, with creativity, purpose, and power. I love that. And women really get to be in a sacred, non-judgmental space, somebody who's really listening to them, somebody who's really got their back, somebody who is so fierce, who's been on the journey of so many different paths that I can hold the space, sit in a space with somebody, look at what they're going through, be right by their side and have absolutely no judgment. And they get to bring into that space, that sacred space, anything that's going on with them, whatever they're ready to share, whatever they want to work on, they get to decide. My clients, the women who work with me, get to decide how they want to show up in the session. Sometimes they want to talk things through. Sometimes they need guidance. And then we work on that together. We co-create that space, that topic, that subject, the things that they need to work on. And women really get to claim their value and their truth when they work with me. They claim their value, they claim their worth, they claim their truth, their authenticity, and their feminine when they work with me. In my process, it's not traditional guidance. A lot of the coaching industry is kind of based on a masculine way and through the head. What the coaching that I do is really heart-based, with the head that comes in as well. It's like a check and balance system. It's a process through the heart and the intuition with a creative, connective approach with a strategy. We create a strategy. As I'm listening underneath what you're talking to me about. And I have a very specific method and strategy that I use that's very step by step as we're working on this co-creation in this space together. You're paying me, you're seeking guidance from me, and I have a very, very specific system in place that gets my clients results. Whatever goal they have, they expect results, and that's where the coaching comes in. And not all coaches can go there and get the results, because I'm going to a place that is the subconscious mind. I'm going to a heart space. I'm not just using the head, and that's what sets me apart from other coaches. Coupled with, I've been on the journey of divorce and sickness and disease and an annulment and career and so many things, and that so many of you have been on. And we approach this with such dignity and such strength and love and purpose and power and all of this. And it's a beautiful, beautiful process. But the most important is we have fun along the way. Laughing. There's nothing better than when I'm on a call, whether it's a Zoom call or a phone call with my clients, and especially a Zoom, when I can see their smiling faces and the laughter, or hearing the laughter through the phone. It is the most amazing, amazing experience to witness and to be on the journey with a client. And it really is using all of this coaching with the transformation that women like us want. We are seeking transformation in our lives, and not all change is transformation. There can be change for change's sake, but I'm talking about that deep level of change. That's transformation. Because when you're adding your value, and we're really talking about the ultimate impact that you're going to have in your life, for you, in your personal life, in your professional life, and be wildly recognized and rewarded for it. It's really talking about your value and your ultimate impact that you want and that you want to make in your life. And you don't need to work so hard, really trying to prove yourself or figuring things out and really living life on replay every day. Because I know so many women, me included, where you want to do something, you sit down to do it, you intend to do it, you start scrolling through, social media, and you might even sit down with a glass of champagne or a glass of wine, and you start watching Netflix, and then you binge on Netflix, and you intend to get to it being, I'm going to do the personal development work, but you never really truly get to it. Or you've maybe tried it before, but it hasn't been successful. So it's really coming back and really respecting, having that structure. I think really respecting that you're a human being, and this is life, and it happens. But when you have a coach there to keep you accountable and somebody to talk to, and having the courage to really go to those places and bring everything that you want to the table, and go where your full impact, your power, and your purpose, and your recognition of who you are and the value you provide, to go to that place within that structure and have that somebody who's got your back, is the most powerful thing. It allows for that transformation to happen. And I think the best thing that I also like to share is my clients get to be who they really, truly, fully are, as the powerful women in any given moment and any given situation. And then they get to be honored and respected, not just in our coaching, but as they go out into the world, providing their gifts and talents, adding their value into the world, really holding those boundaries, learning to use your voice, learning to carve out that balance and fulfillment in their lives. Because so many women come to me, they're not balanced, they're not fulfilled. They're unhappy about things. They're working too hard. They're, working through issues. And in life, women will come to me with coaching on one thing, and we end up coaching many things, because it's all connected at the end of the day. And I think, when you go through this process, there's a certain certainty with it. There's a certain harmony. There's an empowerment and an alignment, of all that confidence internally and externally that happens. And there can be a sense of peace that comes, a sense of flow and ease that you really, really want. And the self-trust that you build, and that knowingness of how valuable that you really are, and that you will no longer accept anything less than that. That is so powerful when we go through the coaching process. And I'm talking about it in your life, in your love life, in your career life, in your personal life. It's all connected. So I think what I want to say is, The masculine way is about the doing, and now it's time to really be and get into the being place and really reclaim your rightful role as a woman in that, and really seeking that guidance from a coach, and a coach who's been there and done that, and has a lot of wisdom and really can be there as a fierce advocate for that transformation that you're seeking. And I know for me, it's somebody who's like, I've done the work and I have figured it out, and I can't wait to help other women figure it out. And really, at the end of the day, it's really knowing how amazing you are, and that you have left, stuff within you. You have enough energy left over within you for yourself and your family and friends, and what's important to you each day. Because each morning, I want so much for my clients to really wake up deeply connected to themselves and their intuition and their sense of purpose and their sense of value each and every day. And who walk away from coaching with the tools in their life to go live their biggest, best life with the potential that's in them. So, okay, with that, that's a little bit of a snapshot for the ways of what it's like to work with a women's transformational life coach, specifically myself. And I just want to leave with this, that if you are going through anything, I don't want you to wait a minute longer. I want you to reach out to me. You can go to my website, SusanElizabethCoaching.com, but you can also reach out to me personally at hello@SusanElizabethCoaching.com, because I'm here for anybody who is really seeking anything. We can jump on a quick free chat, 15-minute call. And even if just to have a quick chat about what it's like to, if there's one thing you need help with, I can give you a very specific step-by-step takeaway. And, that's it. I don't do sales. Usually when women jump on a quick 15-minute call, some of them asking how to work with me, and that's how I gain new clients. It's really through that avenue, besides just meeting people in public or referrals. I don't get on a call. I don't do sales. That I can assure you, and that I can promise you, because I've been on so many calls where there's been a sales pitch and it just feels so inauthentic. But really, I think as coaches, especially women's transformational coaches, we're here to help transform lives, and we're always available if we're needed. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you would leave me a review or share it with someone else who may enjoy it too. To stay connected with me, please head on over to SusanElizabethCoaching.com and make sure that you sign up for my tips on how to live an unleashed life full of passion and purpose. Until next time, go live an unleashed life.